Philosophy of Hinduism by Babasaheb Ambedkar. Question 3, Part 9. I will just record one more fact before I put the question. Present day Hindus are probably the strongest opponents of Marxism. They are horrified at its doctrine of class struggle, but they forget that India has been not merely the land of class struggle, but she has also been the land of class wars. The bitterest class war took place between the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas. The classical literature of the Hindus abounds in reference to class wars between these two varnas. The first recorded conflict was between the Brahmins and King Vena. Vena was the son of King Anga of the race of Atri and was born of Sunitha, the daughter of Mrityu or death. This son of the daughter of Kala, death, owing to the taint derived from his maternal grandfather, threw his duties behind his back and lived in covetousness under the influence of desire. This king established an irreligious system of conduct transgressing the ordinances of the Veda. He was devoted to lawlessness. In his reign, men lived without study of the sacred books, and the gods had no soma libations to drink at sacrifices. I, he declared, am the object and the performer of sacrifice, and the sacrifice itself. It is to me that sacrifice should be presented and oblation offered. This transgressor of the rules of duty, who arrogated to himself was not his due, was then addressed by all the great rishis headed by Marichi. We are about to consecrate ourselves for a ceremony which shall last for many years. Practice not unrighteousness, O Vena. This is not the eternal rule of duty. Thou art in every deed a Prajapati of Atri's race, and thou hast engaged to protect thy subjects. The foolish Vena, ignorant of what was right, laughingly answered those great rishis who had so addressed him, Who but myself is the ordained of duty, or whom ought I to be obey? Who on earth equals me in sacred knowledge, in prowess, in austere fervour, in truth? Yes, who are deluded and senseless, know not that I am the source of all beings and all duties. Hesitate not to believe that I, if I willed, could burn up the earth, or deluge it with water, or close up heaven and earth. When, owing to his delusion and arrogance, Vena could not be governed, then the mighty rishis, becoming incensed, seized the vigorous and struggling king and rubbed his left thigh. From this thigh so rubbed was produced a black man, very short in stature, who, being alarmed, stood with joined hands. Seeing that he was agitated, Atri said to him, Sit down, Nishada. He became the founder of the race of the Nishadas and also the progenitor of the Dhivaras, fishermen, who sprang from the corruption of Vena. So too were produced from him the other inhabitants of the Vindhya range, the Tukharas and the Tumburas, who are prone to lawlessness. Then the mighty sages, excited and incensed, rubbed the right hand of Vena as men do the Aravani wood, and rose from it Pritha, a resplendent in body, glowing like the manifested Agni. The son of Vena, Pritha, then, with joined hands, addressed the great rishis. A very slender understanding for perceiving the principles of duty has been given to me by nature. Tell me truly how I must employ it. Doubt not that I shall perform whatever thou shalt declare to me as my duty and its object. Then those gods and great rishis said to him, Whatever duty is enjoined, perform it without hesitation, disregarding what thought mayst like or dislike, looking on all creatures with an equal eye, putting far from thy lust, anger, cupidity, and pride. Restrain by the strength of thin arm all those men who swerve from righteousness, having a constant regard to duty. And in thought, act, and word take upon thyself and continually renew the engagement to protect the terrestrial Brahmin, Veda or Brahmin, and promise that thou wilt exempt the Brahmin from punishment and preserve society from the confusion of castes. The son of Vena then replied to the gods headed by the rishis, The great Brahmans, the chief of men, shall be reverenced by me. So be it, rejoined those declare of the Veda. Sukra, the depository of divine knowledge, became his Purohit, the Balakhilyas and Sarasvatas his ministers, and the venerable Garga, the great rishi, his astrologer. The end.